Come on. Come on. He loves a pat. You give him a pat, Ben. He loves a pat.
Hey,
he loves a
so.
scratch behind the ears here. He loves a scratch under the chin.
God, they're weird, aren't they?
They are, and you get the oil on your hands when you pat them.
Craig and Melissa run the Portland Raspberry Farm, offering a chance to purchase some fruit products and also go on a farm tour and meet their pet emus. The emus are all part of Craig's incredible sustainable farming ethos, and Einstein is the star of the show.
He just loves the attention.
What's going on?
So you can peel the feathers back and have a look underneath as well.
Oh, yeah.
Later.
God,
Yeah.
it's real
Amazing.
slimy, isn't
And
it?
down the back here is like a reverse cycle aircon. You put your fingers in there. Feel how cool that is.
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
Yeah. So living in a hot, dry climate,
Yeah.
evolution's an amazing thing. So it's like a heat exchanger at the back. Yeah, so you pumps the blood to the back and it cools. So that's how they're able to live in such a hot, dry country. So
Yeah, right. They cool themselves.
cool themselves, yeah. But he loves the interaction with people.
They're,
Just fascinating. They make a great pet. But the best thing of all with the emus is, as you can see on the ground here, there's no grasshoppers. There'll only be a couple. Whereas we walk into my neighbour's place, the ground will get up and move. So my emus eat everything that eats me grass, so I get twice as much grass from me cows.
yeah.
And also looking at the cows, the shine on them is amazing.
They're looking good, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
so
looking real
using
good.
that biodiversity thing to our advantage. So there's something the emus are eating in this paddock that normally irritates the cow's hide. So
Wow.
all the animals are doing much better. So it's just using biodiversity.
Wow.
Yeah. But as you can
That's
see,
very
they're quite
clever.
content to sit here and
Yeah, yeah.
they don't mind the interaction with people. So even my cows are pretty tame. So,
Yeah, cows are all right.
everyone likes a pat round here. So. We use a lot of biodiversity here to our advantage. So in the raspberries, we have guinea pigs in cages on wheels, and we move them around the edge of the raspberries to mow and fertilise as they go. We also have a few, when the kids handle them, as Melissa says, they join the circus. They do a few flips, hit the ground, and they take off, so we don't catch them. But then what we found with the escapee guinea pigs was the eagles come in and know that's an easy feed. So then the eagles hang around because they can get the excess guinea pigs, and that keeps the parrots out. So then the parrots are on the move all the time. They're not sitting there trying to eat me raspberries. So we didn't have to net everything. We did net it all at one stage, but then we found the little birds couldn't get in. So we had to take two ends off the nets, off the raspberry crop to get the little birds in to eat all the grubs. Because we nearly lost our crop of raspberries to insects.
Wow.
So again, there's biodiversity again. The little birds eat all the grubs. So I plant all native plants around the place too. That's created a habitat for the smaller birds. Then they're doing their job on the raspberries. Everyone does its job. But I have been sitting there working on raspberries before, and in the next row across, a goshawk's come down and grabbed a parrot that I didn't even know was there. It's like watching David Attenborough live in front of you. It just happens.
As we go on the tour, we're joined by Patch the dog and Eddie the emu chick, the unlikely furry friend duo who live inside with Craig and Melissa. Craig showcases some of the berries with me and shares his expertise.
Now this is the local Branbury. So this is our local native raspberry. So we just have this one here. It was originally as a display, but it's taken off with the irrigation. But it feeds the local birds and that anyway, so we do make a jam out of it every now and then.
Oh, thanks.
So it doesn't have a commercial value.
You can't eat them?
Yeah, yeah. They're just the bush foods. So we bring people in when they're in fruit and they can have a sample of it, see the different raspberries. The Aboriginal women tell me that these are for women's business, the leaves. They make a tea for any problems in the belly for the women.
Yeah, okay.
There's another lot up here, another bush tucker raspberry we have.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Called a wild raspberry,
Yep.
a native raspberry. So look at this now.
Yeah, so they're all the buds.
All buds, they're starting to bud up.
So
right
is that,
now.
is that one flower? Like,
Yep.
is that what that produces?
Yeah, so that'll produce a raspberry.
Yeah.
You can see the little green ones coming out there. So
Oh,
the bees
yeah.
have pollinated them.
Yep.
So, and these ones are in flower.
Yep.
So they've just opened up ready for the bees. This one hasn't opened up yet, but this one's feeding the bees.
Nice.
They're not sweet,
Yeah.
and I never used to like them, but What do you think?
Some people do it, some people don't. And like I said, I don't care.
They're nice.
If you do,
I like
They're not as
Not sweet.
raspberry-ish, are they?
No.
As raspberries. But
Typical bush food, very plain, low in sugars.
yeah.
But have a lot of medical properties, that one. They're really good for different things in the body. So we got those plants from Byron Bay.
So how do you make that work? Because it's nothing like Byron Bay here.
No. Portland has a very stable climate. So when you grab them, you just sort of peel them and they'll fall off in your hand. So you just sort of touch them like so.
Yeah.
I reckon they look like a bit like strawberry cross raspberries.
They do, yeah.
Now with the leaf, smell that one.
Oh,
So the main thing we want this plant for
That's nice.
is the leaves.
yeah, right.
We'll make a tea out of it. We fixed Melissa with this one.
So nice.
One of them, she had a motorbike accident 2 years ago. So she wasn't doing too well, brain injury. So, and a few other injuries about the body. So every day I just made her another cuppa.
It really is an extraordinary farm built on the practices of biodiversity. I'm keen to know why Craig chose this lifestyle.
Well, I used to work as a fitter and turner.
Yep.
So when I was 16, I had a motorbike accident, head-on trail bike accident, so my left leg's not real flash. So the doctors said to me in the end I'm not allowed to do any more engineering. So I had quite a few operations to keep the leg. In the end, they just wouldn't pass me on a medical, so I wanted to do something. You can't sit on the couch. The couch is the biggest killer. Once you sit down, you're in trouble. So that's why I started this. It's hard work, but it keeps me fit, keeps me healthy, and I got the best raspberries to eat. So like I said about my breakfast cereal, it's just amazing. It's like living in heaven.
Craig's knowledge and passion for raspberries is infectious. But he's not the only one who loves them.
Thank you.
Eddie's found the raspberry.
You little bugger. This is what I mean, an emu is not stupid. I got him. Oh, you cheeky bird. He's going out, he's going out. No, get out, you little shit. The fun of having an emu. It's like a naughty teenager, this one. Come on, Badge. Yep.
Well done.
That's fun.
With Eddie safely secured, it's time to see more of the farm.
There's a Granny Smith apple.
Oh, nice.
Fuck! Snake.
Oh my God. There's a snake.
Right there. Hey,
Right, where?
right there in the grass.
Oh, there goes Eddie.
Eddie's going to kill it.
They don't hurt you. I won't play with them, but
Copperheads.
nah. But none of them. They got venom for a reason. It's called respect. So this is Boris. Boris,
there
that
you
pig. So
Wow,
Boris
hey.
likes, we get the tourists here.
Yeah.
So you get the kids at farm tour, you know. Get to interact with a pig, and he's very friendly. You just got to watch his big teeth.
Okay.
He loves a pat.
Hey, Boris.
You just don't put your hand underneath, you just go over the top.
Yeah, okay.
He's molting at the moment with the hot weather. So he's about 10-year-old now, so he's getting on a bit. But this is what he likes the most. So sometimes on a hot day, I'll get the hose on him too. He loves that. But he's seen what Melissa's got now. You ready for this one, Hannah?
Yeah. It's fast. And sometimes it's not the...
Hey, not my fingers. There you go. Oh. That's gone. Finishes a bit quick.
I don't quite know what to make of this experience. From Boris the pig sculling a beer, Eddie the emu chick stealing raspberries, a near-death snake encounter, as well as a friendly one, and everything in between. One thing is for sure though, Craig is an absolute iconic character. And the man loves raspberries.
Whenever I travel, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Is get off the beaten track and find the fresh stuff. You know, someone's done like I've done, put their heart and soul into it and you get good quality food.
Did you know that was the name of this show? That's the name of the show.
The name of this show is Off the Beaten Track.
Because it's got music in it and beat and track. Did you know that?
Thank you very
Ben and I just looked at each other and we were like, oh, he said it.
I didn't know that.
Thanks very much for that.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Hey, what a
Looks
promo.
like we got our promo clip.
The Portland Raspberry Farm is an absolute must-not-miss experience in Glenelg. The jams are delicious, the farm tour is unforgettable, and Craig is truly one of a kind.